So today we're reviewing
Godzilla.
So this is our little lead up to Godzilla King of Monsters. There's only 2 movies, so we really could start pretty late because there's only 2 movies so far in the MonsterVerse.
There's only 2 editions in this world so far, and the first one came in 2014, which was Godzilla, and the next one will be Kong Skull Island, which came in 2017.
But Godzilla 2014, what are your initial thoughts?
This movie I think I saw in theaters, and this is before I was really into movies like I am now. So the marketing really had me thinking that Godzilla was bad, as it showed him like it looked like he was attacking the humans, and you never really saw any of the other you never saw either of the 2 Mutos in the trailers at all, and it was definitely I definitely liked the scenes where they were actually fighting, but this movie definitely left me a little bit frustrated with how they were teasing you with fights and they kept pulling away from it. But there still were some really good moments, and the acting is really good from a few of the cast members.
Yeah, this movie is definitely the advertising. I remember seeing an advertisement during some game, and it was so inconspicuous, and you didn't even know what was going on, which is the complete opposite of Godzilla King of Monsters. They've showed a lot more. But this movie is definitely good. I wouldn't say, I'd say it's pretty good. Like there's not as much monster action, which is what people usually critique it about, but I feel like it's really good monster action, so it equals it out.
Well, we could just say one of the best positives of this movie is the special effects. Everything looks 100% real. There's not one bad CGI scene in the movie. The scenes where Godzilla's fighting either of the Mutos are really cool. Seeing Godzilla, the score for this movie I really liked a lot. The music I really liked. I guess it was either Godzilla's theme or just the music that they used in this movie. And I also liked a few of the characters. I really liked the Ken Watanabe, the staring guy, and then I also liked Bryan Cranston's character. He's a really good actor, even though they killed him off early. Yeah, and Scarlet Witch's character has a couple of really good lines. I like this movie. It was definitely, like I said, there was a lot of. I was hoping for a lot more action, and I didn't really get that as much. I liked the military element of just seeing the kind of just like the view from the military, like flying in. Some of the shots were just beautiful, but yeah, it was definitely. It wasn't like I would like go back. I only saw it one time in theaters. I'll watch it if it's on TV, but it's not like there's just not enough action for me.
Yeah, there's definitely there's a lot of positives with Godzilla. The lead up to him, how every shot is very drawn out, like dramatic, like his footstep in the airport scene, like the growls. He has great entrance scenes in this movie. The airport scene,
oh yeah,
and then the end battle. But the actual Mutos in this movie are very interesting. I hear a lot of people saying they didn't like them, but I thought they were actually really interesting, and how they were going around eating the nuclear weapons, and just their sounds and look about them was very interesting. And yeah, that is the thing about this movie. Going in, we didn't know who was good and bad, so I was feeling bad for the Mutos at first, but then you realize that they're actually gonna destroy the world, even though really they're just trying to live. And honestly, if we're thinking about it, but they were gonna kill everyone.
It was kind of cool to see 2 different designs. There's the male, which was the smaller one, which could fly, and then the female, which is a lot bigger and had more of more force to her fighting. I'm sure you've seen the Mutos used in fighting videos and matchup videos on your channel. Yeah. But yeah, I guess as far as negatives go, like how they teased for a bunch of scenes, and then they would just cut away and not let you see what's going on. Even though I do really like the scene at the airport scene where you see Godzilla. That's probably the best appearance scene out of the 2 MonsterVerse movies so far. Even though Kong had a couple good ones, but I feel like that was probably the best one so far.
Yeah.
But I also would have to say another complaint I have about this is I don't know if it's the same for everyone else, but I feel like it's too dark. There's too many times when I'm watching this, and if the lights are on or if it's sunny, you can't see what's going on in most of the scenes, especially at the end, because it's all at night, and it's kind of important to see what's going on, and you really have to, unless you're in a theater, you really have to squint to see what's going on sometimes.
Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, some scenes are a little dark, and
not dark as in
not thematically,
but dark, literally it's hard to see.
Yeah, but yeah, I do have to say, just the main positives, Godzilla is really cool. There's so many cool scenes with Godzilla. Yeah, they do cut away, which is annoying. It is dark in parts and then not thematically. But yeah, the designs for the Mutos are really cool. Like you said, there's that scene where the male Muto lands and you see the female Muto. But the designs are really cool for the Mutos. And obviously the kills are awesome. Godzilla killing both of them. You already know what you're talking about. We're talking about, but
yeah. So basically, the shots, the cinematography is great. I really liked a lot of stuff about this film. There's just a few complaints that take it away from 8 or 9 range or 10 for me. So for my score, for this film, I'd definitely have to say Godzilla 2014 is probably a solid 7 out of 10 for me. It's definitely above average, which 5 is average for me. It's above average because of the shots, the acting. I just think that they could have made it be a little more of a wow factor with the fights and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of have our grade systems different. We're out of 10, but I feel like ours are different. But, I think I'd have to give this like an 8 out of 10 because I think there's not that much action, or there's not that much monster fighting in it, but I feel like the little you get is amazing. And the designs for all of them are awesome, the entrance scenes, the kills. But yeah, there is a lot of points where it starts focusing on the human characters too much. It cuts away from the monsters then. And that's something apparently they fixed in the next Godzilla. But yeah, I think an 8 out of 10, which is a good grade for me. And
it's right around what I said.
Yeah, and that's basically that's good for both of our grades. But it was definitely a good movie, and obviously there's negatives I feel like they do pick up on.
It made a lot of money, and it definitely was a good, it wasn't really an origin story, but it kind of is an origin story of Godzilla and what he is in this universe. This is the first time the humans saw Godzilla like this really in the public. So it's really cool. It's kind of really cool to see Godzilla's solo setup, and then Kong's solo setup, which we'll be getting into in the next video. And then obviously Godzilla's getting a second movie in his trilogy. Hopefully they do a trilogy before Kong gets his sequel, which means you'll see Godzilla twice before he sees Kong in the next film, which is the 4th film. So let us know in the comments what you guys thought of Godzilla 2014. It's kind of just a quick review since this already came out. Everyone's probably seen it. And we weren't really getting too detailed about it. Just kind of cover the basics. So there were 3 kaiju in this. Definitely was a good movie. I don't think it was great, but I thought it was it's above average still, a 7 out of 10 for me, and Kenny gave it an 8 out of 10. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought of Godzilla 2014, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.